They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this off to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Second and 5. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. So they got the deal done. And now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere. Staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On second down, Swift. Bust through the tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Driven it down the field nicely here on the open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift taking it. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field. And he makes a nice catch there for a first down. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo, touchdown! Charlie Warner, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second down, here's Mostert again.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams, 47 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This is Mostert. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. On the move to his left. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he is going to have a Lions first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll go down at the 28.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good position to be in here, second and inches. They hand it off to Mostert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And Gould is able to put it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a third time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a second down. to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a fourth down. Seibert's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin up at Paul Brown Stadium, Minnesota in town, to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Mixon, a couple of touchdown runs. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The newest Texan, Phillip Lindsay, a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Julian Okwara.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Romeo Okwara providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Now in his 4th season with the Lions after 2 with the Giants, Romeo Okwara had a big year in 2020. 10 sacks. Remember this, he had 10 combined in his previous 4 seasons.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. He'll find Williams on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I mean offense.
Plenty of shouts from
possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Being chased out left.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this will be taken at the 13.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Lions will take over. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. 20. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aleem McNeil in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mostert. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The 49ers traded up to snag Brandon Ayuk at pick 25 in the 2020 draft out of Arizona State. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit in his rookie year. Only played in 12 games, but was awfully productive when he was out there with 60 catches. And there's another one, this time for a first down.
Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo on first down.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Buying time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kawhi Williams. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo now.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Lions on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that touchdown is complete. Tyrell Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. They're looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Levi Onwuzurike
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.